Have you ever been asked to sit with a group of children and help them with their learning, but you weren't exactly sure what to do? Maybe they looked at you, waiting for guidance, and you weren't quite sure how to support them without just giving them the answers. If that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. If you want to know 10 simple but powerful things you can do to help children stay engaged, understand their work, and actually enjoy learning, keep watching. Hello, fabulous TAs. I'm Lauren Reesner. I was a TA one-to-one and HLTA for 20 years. I even did 6 weeks of teacher training, but I absolutely hated it. And now I create videos that answer all your TA questions. So if you want to learn more about being a TA, growing confidence, cope with interviews, and all manner of other TA related stuff, start right now by subscribing to my channel. Okay, if you're new to being a TA, being asked to support a group of children, especially those who struggle with their learning, can feel overwhelming. The teacher delivers their lesson, then suddenly it's your turn to step in and help. But how? What do you actually do? Do you just sit there and wait for them to start? Do you tell them the answers? Do you repeat what the teacher has said? The good news is there are simple and effective ways to support children without doing the work for them. In this video, I'll share 10 practical things you can do to help children stay focused, understand their learning, and feel more confident in their abilities. These are all things you can start doing straight away, and I'll even tell you where you can get a free PDF so you can refer back to it when you need to. So let's get started. Simple way to support a group. 1. Set behaviour expectations. Before diving into the work, remind the group of what's expected. Keep it simple. So think something like, we're going to work together and I need you to listen. I need you to take turns and do your best. This sets the tone so that they know what's expected, which helps keep them on track. Simple way to support a group. 2. Give clear instructions. Children, especially those who struggle, need clear step-by-step instructions. If they seem unsure, break the task into even smaller steps. Instead of saying, write a sentence about the story, say, first, tell me one thing that happened. Now let's think of a sentence together. Simple way to support a group. 3. Use open-ended questions. To encourage thinking and discussion, avoid questions that lead to a simple yes or no. Instead of asking, did you understand that? Try, can you explain or tell that to me in your own words? What do you think will happen next? Why do you think that's the answer? This helps children think more deeply and gives you a chance to check what they've understood. Simple way to support a group. 4. Check for understanding before moving on. Don't assume that because a child nods, they understand. Ask them to explain what they're supposed to do before they start. You could say, can you tell me the first thing you need to do? If they're not sure, clarify before you begin. Simple way to support a group. 5. Use visual aids where possible. Some children need to see information to understand it. If the work involves numbers, use counters or draw pictures, or there's whatever. If it's a maths lesson, use whatever manipulatives, cubes, that kind of thing. Because that really helps. Whatever is appropriate, obviously, for the concept of teaching. And if it's a reading task, point to key words. Even a quick doodle on a whiteboard can help bring an idea to life. A whiteboard and pen is a really, really handy thing to carry with you wherever you go. Simple way to support a group. 6. Encourage effort, not just the right answers. Some children fear getting things wrong, so they avoid trying. Instead of focusing on getting the right answer, praise their effort. So you can say things like, I love how you're thinking about this. Or, that's a great idea. Let's see how we can develop it. Encourage Encouraging effort makes them feel more likely to keep going. Up to 50% of the children that you work with will be introverts. That doesn't mean to say they're shy, it means they need thinking time. I'm an introvert, so if somebody asks me a question, I don't always know the answer. I need thinking time to develop an answer. I don't want to just come out with the first thing I think of. And you will work with children like that, so it's important not to be going for the right answer all the time, because that's the thing that makes children hold back. Simple way to support a group 7. Let them talk before writing. Many children struggle to put ideas into words on paper, but talking first can help. If a child is stuck, say, "Tell me what you want to write, and we'll figure out how to put it into a sentence." This reduces frustration and builds confidence. Simple way to support a group 8. Give thinking time. Some children need longer to process information. So that's what I was talking about, particularly children who are introverts, but also children with any special educational needs, for instance. If a child doesn't answer straight away, give them a few moments instead of jumping in. You could say, "Take your time, I'll wait." This shows them that their thinking matters and gives them space to work things out. And if they have a whiteboard, maybe if they draw something on the whiteboard, it will help them formulate their idea, or they might want to write on the whiteboard before they give you an answer. So again, having whiteboards, very, very useful things to have. Simple way to support a group 9. Redirect rather than reprimand. If a child is distracted, avoid saying things like, "Stop messing about." Instead, redirect their attention positively by saying something like, "Let's look at this together," or, "I know this is tricky, but let's try this bit first." This keeps things positive and helps children refocus. Simple way to support a group 10. End on a positive note. Before the session ends, acknowledge their effort. Even if they found the work hard, say something like, "I'm really proud of how you stuck with that today." This builds confidence and helps them approach the next task with a better mindset. Supporting a group of children doesn't have to feel overwhelming. By setting clear expectations, asking the right questions, and using practical strategies like visual aids and thinking time, you can make a big difference to their learning experience. The more you practice these techniques, the easier it gets. And to help you put these strategies into action, I've put together a free PDF that breaks down how to use each of the 10 strategies in real classroom situations. And if you'd like it, type "free PDF please" in the comments below and I will give you the link. And you will find more problem solving TA videos here.